Come on in. What are we hunting tonight? Why don't you just decloak and have a seat right over there? That's right, right over there. Why? Well, because this is Predator and Prey. Which are you? I'm Chris Hansen.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back, HOTU clan. Welcome back, Predator lovers. You are listening to Predator and Prey. You have your HOTU clan members here. Sparky Small Knife, how you going?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Good. And down there, fresh from the drop ship, Justin, the OWLF. How you going, Justin?
I'm great. How are you guys doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Pumped.
Super excited.
Pumped. Can't
Yeah, it
wait.
seems like it's been ages, hasn't it?
Oh
Yeah.
gosh, it's
Yeah.
been a lifetime. Yautjas are known to live for what, thousands of years? I feel
That's
like
true.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I feel
Yeah, it's
it's like you were just a young tacker, Justin, when I saw you last.
now I have all sorts of scars and all
Scars.
sorts of things to show off.
Seasoned mandibles.
Mm.
Anyway, we're back. We're back, baby. We're here. What we thought we'd do is just a bit of a catch up because it's been such a long time, right?
Mm.
So,
Mhm.
Lots of
what we want to do
new
is
stuff
discuss
to talk about too. Yeah.
exactly. As Rasucha would say, fresh wounds. But what's
Yes.
up ahead? Just recently cut, recently ripped out of us, and looking forward to it. First of all, though, before we get into that, Sparky, how things been going? Have you been doing anything Yautja related lately? Any reads? Any purchases?
Well, I have been going to the gym. That's a lot of
Nice.
fun.
Nice.
I feel like, if I want to catch the biggest, toughest prey, I gotta put in the work,
That's right. Yeah.
I have been working at the shop a lot. The
Right.
comic book shop I work at. We're super busy. I'm sure we'll talk more about this stuff later, but it is a good time to be a Predator fan. There is so much going on with like the comics and the trailers that have been dropping. I'm super excited. So yeah, just been kind of, working hard and
Nice.
getting pumped for what's coming up ahead.
What is coming up ahead? I know. I can't wait to chat about it. Justin, the OWLF, besides, capturing aliens, what have you been up to doing?
I've been seeing some concerts. I've got about, I think, 6 or 7 total this year. So I'm pretty excited
Wow,
about
that's
that.
awesome.
They're all kind of spaced out over the course of the year, so they're not all bunched together, which is nice. So that's been cool, and they're all very different bands too. It's not just one kind of genre. It's all very eclectic variety of different artists. So that's nice too.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
but
Nice.
other than that, still working at my job at the nonprofit, which has been nice.
Awesome.
And been doing a little bit of writing on the side as well.
Oh,
I haven't done a lot of Predator related stuff. I have gone back to the lovely Omnibus, the Dark Horse.
Yeah, lovely.
From time to time, and gone over some of those classic stories, but I haven't read really any new stuff in ages. I'm to be honest with you, I was just thinking about it earlier today. I'm hankering to go back to Theta with Ed Brisson.
Yeah, I was
yeah.
just thinking about her and the gang the other day.
I'm really hankering for that. I hope that we see more of that. If not later on this year, 'cause it probably won't be this year, but maybe sometime next year we'll see a return.
Well,
hopefully.
yeah. Again, I mean, we'll touch upon an upcoming release, maybe. she could appear. Look, it's a stretch. We'll get there.
Right.
But yeah,
How about you,
potentially.
Ray? What's new in your hemisphere?
Well, Justin, I just wanted to also say as well, you've been catching up on Moon Knight. I heard.
Oh
So
yes,
that's got to be good.
Yes, our chat the other day inspired me to get
Yeah.
caught up. I needed to rectify
Yeah.
that awful
Yeah.
mistake.
No, that's good. Who incidentally, yeah,
It
sorry.
made me very excited to get caught up and enjoying it.
Yeah, doing great stuff. And incidentally, I reckon Moon Knight would do very well against the Predator.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, that would
Hands
be
down.
that'd be cool to see. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of them getting
Yes,
trophies
please.
in a way.
I think that Moon Knight would be ripping the spine out of the Yautja.
Yeah, exactly.
He would be drenched in green fluorescent blood by the time that was over.
Yeah.
There'd be
Although
white, the stitch of white left on that costume would be all fluorescent green.
It's Green Knight. I wouldn't I don't know about his tactic though, about taking the hit. I feel if spine is ripped, you're pretty much you're dead. So,
Well, I think
Knight
he'd take a
changes.
few. He'd take a few hits with the knife, though, with the dagger.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So he could
Absolutely.
get close enough. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. He's a crazy bugger, but we all love him.
We do.
Yeah. Look, I haven't been doing that much Predator related as well. I'm sorry to say, listeners. I'm in I'm in a card tournament at the moment.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah. You were mentioning that. Yeah.
Yeah, so 130 odd people. It's the second last week before the finals. Look, I'm not going to reach the finals. I'm coming 69th at the moment out of 100.
Hey, nice.
Wow.
Yeah, so I'm pretty happy because I usually dwell around the bottom. So that's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great, man. Congrats.
Thank you. And just catching up on old comics. I've been reading a little bit of Daredevil, who again I think would do really well against the Predator.
Yeah, especially with
that'd be
his
interesting.
special abilities. The Predator couldn't hide
Exactly.
with his
Ooh, that's
invisibility.
cool.
They both got different
like
ways
that.
to see each other.
Yeah, that's cool.
But no, that's looking. Yeah, I mean that's really well. I'm really far behind on those issues, but that's okay. Anyway, we're here though for speaking of comics, I guess.
Yeah.
Wanted to draw the HOTU's clan's attention as well as the fair listeners, and of course we do have video. So I just want to put it out there for podcast listeners. There will be a link, and you can watch the YouTube version of it, so you can get the visuals of what we're talking about.
Yeah, check out the slideshow.
Yes, exactly. So speaking of comics, speaking of superheroes, the Predator does appear, obviously affiliated with Marvel, with a newish series by Benjamin Percy, Predator versus Spider-Man. Now, wanted to gather your thoughts, guys, on it. Justin, I know you may be behind on it, but we have talked about it at length before it came out.
Yeah,
about
you mentioned
the
that you had
possibilities.
read it.
Yes, Buggy, have you read it as well?
I have not read it yet, but because I know that hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Working at a comic book shop, there's so much that has been like coming at me. I've been I hate to say, I have been reading more DC stuff lately.
Okay.
But Predator versus Spider-Man is at the top of my list of new Marvel titles that are coming out. I did peek at the first issue because I get them like before they come out so we can get them ready for the customers. And I saw it and I was like, okay, I have to see this. And that first issue ends with such an exciting,
I know.
like something that I have been wanting since day one. As soon as it was announced that Marvel had Predator, I was like, they should bring in this character against the Predator, and they delivered. I'm so excited.
Well, I think we can. I mean, at the time of this recording, issue 1 has been released for a fair bit, right? We can spoil it.
Yeah, we could say spoiler warning, everyone.
Spoiler
warning.
Yes.
Internet.
Yes. But yeah, the reveal at the end, we kind of speculated, right, when we had our chats about who would love the Predator to fight, right? And, and Craven is pretty much
obviously, right? Like
on the list, right?
Perfect choice.
Yeah.
Like I know Marvel wanted to start strong with Wolverine. Like I get it, I respect it. But I felt like Craven the Hunter was like obvious
Yeah.
first choice in my
Totally.
mind of like who, but you know, I can see how they would want like a big name to really sell the book. But yeah, it just makes sense. I think it's great.
I think it's great as well, and I think it's actually good that Benjamin Percy, because he's been writing all of them, right? I think
Yeah.
it's good that he kind of saved Spider-Man, I guess, for the third one, because he's kind of got into his groove, I reckon. Because I think this is the best one by far, and it's only issue 1, right? It's really dark. Without spoiling too much, it's like Benjamin Percy paints the picture of it being a really like hot summer heat wave. So you get that kind of vibe with the Predator.
I like that.
Yeah, and Spider-Man's in it. Like you know how we were kind of saying, oh well, you know, Spider-Man could beat him blindfolded because he can lift cars and smash stuff. You don't get the sense of that yet because they haven't kind of met. But it's also, I'm going to throw it out there. I'm going to say 2 words: bad blood. I think potentially this particular Predator seemed a little unhinged, which makes it all the more
skin on his.
Yeah.
So
he's wearing man's skin on his face. So it's just weird.
Have we seen that before?
No, Sparky?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
There've been like usually I feel like they use bones to decorate their helmets and armor and stuff. They always seem much more concerned with like bones.
Yeah.
Skin on the face is a new one. That's a Moon Knight move right there.
Actually, you're right. It's not me.
Issue number 2, by the way, of Predator versus Spider-Man, that actually just came out.
Just came out. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just the other day.
Awesome.
So
at the time of this recording, it's out. It's fresh. We've got to review it. Absolutely. Sparky, being in the industry yourself, how is it looking for this title? Is it popular? Or is it, you know?
At least I haven't been able to check the like nationwide numbers like I used to be able to. But at least at our shop, it's going pretty strong. I feel like Marvel has had a lot. Percy has been doing a really good job. Like people have a good opinion on the new Predator titles. So I feel like there's a lot of confidence if there's a Marvel Predator book. People who've been getting Predator stuff are pretty keen to check it out. So
nice.
Yeah,
That's good.
It's been
That's
doing
very
pretty well.
Yeah, I mean that is very reassuring. I mean, we'll get to it as well when we look at stuff like Badlands. That opens the door for an expanded universe, which is fantastic, and what we've been kind of clamoring for in the comics as well. So it looks positive by all rights. But yeah, I wanted to ask just in case, because if it was like struggling, then you know I'd be worried that you know we'd get even more comics. I love the comics. Yeah, so that's good. It's good to hear.
Is this another 4-issue miniseries or 5?
I believe so. I think they have been pretty consistent.
Yeah, they've been all 4,
issues.
right? Black Panther and Wolverine. Yeah, so I'm assuming. Yeah.
I think issue 4 is coming out July 16th.
Okay.
And I don't think there's anything slated for after that for this series. So.
Okay. Well, you never know. Moon Knight, Daredevil, Deadpool.
That's true.
Lots of
I like your
options.
Daredevil
Lots of
idea a
options.
lot.
Yeah.
I like that Daredevil idea a lot.
Ghost Rider, the Penance Stare. What do you think? What would Ghost Rider look into those eyes? What would he see? Like,
that is
like
a
nothing.
good question. Yeah.
Oh, that would be a weird fight. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a strange one. I'd like to see it. You know, I'd pay money for that.
Absolutely.
See, Elsa Bloodstone.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Hunter. Yes.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. She's kick-ass. I love her.
I would pay $4.99 plus tax for that.
Me too.
Oh, you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Marvel, if you're listening.
Yes. I want like a female protagonist in one of these titles.
Yeah, me too.
We'll just see a boys club, all right, but
I mean, Black Widow would be, I think, an obvious good one as well. Like, 'cause she's down, like she's not super powered. Like,
I don't know. Elsa
would be awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely. She-Hulk. Get her.
They would need like 50 Predators, man. I don't know.
Exactly.
Jen would be like, Marvel, what are you doing throwing these freaks up against me?
Right.
Giant 2-page comic because it would last that long.
Yeah.
Speaking of all this speculation, I mean, we also have I mean, anything is on the cards for this. So I'm assuming, Sparky, correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's August. This comes out.
Yeah, Predator kills the Marvel Universe. For those who
Okay.
can't see, for the
Yes.
listeners,
Thank you.
that I think it's coming out. Yeah, later this summer.
Just gonna throw out August. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
say
it is.
that.
It
I don't
is
know.
for sure. This
Yes.
one, interestingly, is a 5-issue series.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice.
really?
Nice.
I know they're throwing in that extra issue.
All right.
Should also say, and thanks for reminding me, Sparky, the front cover. Justin, how would you describe it for those listening?
Very Predator kills the Marvel Universe.
The
You're
Predator
right.
stands
He's
triumphant.
vanquished everyone. Tony
That's right.
Stark, Fantastic Four, Wolverine, Black Panther, Spider-Man, Daredevil.
You're actually
Yeah.
right. I think whatever kills the Marvel Universe always is someone on top of a pile of people. I don't think I've ever
Yes.
seen any other.
And
any other
they're always
one.
holding something up
It's
like
always the same.
Horatio.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that the Predator is holding a shining Iron Man helmet. I think that it seems almost like a little bit of a callback to one of the first promo images they released
Yes.
that really lit everyone's excitement. With
Well,
the
that had-
Predator standing there with like a Wolverine helmet, right? Like,
No, I think it was Iron Man, but it had his spine as well.
oh,
which was-
sorry, I said Wolverine. I meant Iron Man.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah,
it's late here.
But yeah, that was an awesome teaser into introducing the Predator into the Marvel Universe. We don't get any unlike the Black Panther Predator comic, where you kind of gleaned into some details of the Predator. You know, remember how that Predator was like the smaller one? It had a mechanical
Yeah,
leg.
that was great.
Yeah, this one it just looks like a very generic Predator, so not much is given away. He's got a little knife on his I don't know, his cod piece.
Oh yeah, I see that there.
Yeah, maybe a very traditional, hunter code, maybe like a jungle hunter-esque Predator. I think looks very
He might be.
simple.
This could just be the mandible getting in the way, but it almost
It's not often
looks
you
like
hear that.
yeah.
It's a-
Yeah, I might just be looking at it strangely, but I can't tell if he's missing an eye or not.
Yeah, it is hard to see his
Oh, good
face.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he is though. I think it's just the mandible covering the eye.
Mhm.
Once I zoom in, but like zoomed out for a second, I thought, oh, does he have one eye? That's kind of cool. But
Yeah.
yeah,
True.
no,
I
he
mean,
might
cool.
just be
Yeah.
like the stock, like
the
jungle hunter
stock
style
Predator.
Mhm.
Yeah.
predator.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's just your regular everyday Predator. Yeah, nothing much. Shoulder cannon. Yeah, nothing much other than that. Yeah,
Pretty
so excited
basic.
about. Yeah, sorry, Justin.
Yeah, pretty basic Predator. Yeah, I wonder if this is going to be like an alternate universe where he actually does kill all these heroes,
I hope so.
and it's not
good
the
question.
616. It's like
Oh
some
no, I hope
other
so. Yeah.
thing. That would be cool. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
see that. Let's see some
Well,
blood and guts.
I mean, the kills in Marvel Universe, like I've read the Punisher one. I think I read the Deadpool one. They generally are, right? Because
Yeah.
you see Spidey killed and
All right.
yeah, you see them all
Power
killed.
pack.
So Power
Power
yeah.
pack. Oh my god.
No, I read. I can't remember if it was the first or the second. I think it's the second Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe again. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong, but it's the one where Taskmaster is like following after him, trying to track Deadpool down, and he
I think
gets
that's
the power pack, and he's like, "Oh man, not the power pack," you know? And he's just like,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
he really is killing everyone, even these
Oh,
poor
no.
little kids.
Poor power
Oh,
pack.
I know. It's like, oh no, that's awful.
So let's not see the Predator kill the Power Pack as well.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
need to
let's
stay out of this
not
one.
that.
Yeah.
But this should be fun. And like, it's a nice little August, you're saying, right? I mean, it's in between the two movies, so it's something for us to enjoy. I guess August, what's that? August, September, October, November. It takes us to the end of the year if it's monthly. So
Yeah, so that's after Spider-Man, the last issue of Spider-Man.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll overlap. So that'll be good. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. I don't know, anything else on the comics you guys want to touch upon before we get?
No.
No.
I think they've been doing a great job. I would like to see more. Like, I want the writers to be able to get real creative with the predators, the Yautja themselves.
Yeah.
Mm.
Themselves.
Yeah.
I want to see more of them, like doing. I don't know how to describe it. Not just like attacking, but like doing stuff. Like what are
Mm.
piloting ships and going places and interacting
Yeah.
with the world. That would be really cool. I don't think we'll get to see anything like that until they start giving us some AVP comics.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's when I feel like in the past with the Dark Horse stuff and
Mhm.
the novels and stuff, we
Mm.
usually get to see that when there's more room for the Predator to not be the only antagonist.
Yeah. Totally agree. The canvas kind of changes when that universe is kind of brought in, because there are so many other moving parts to it. Whalen Yutani, obviously the xenomorph, the predators and
Mhm.
how they fit in. So apart from the Black Panther Predator mini, which managed to show us a fair bit, which was good. I agree. I don't think we'll get any of that, unless, of course, as well. And this is my hope. I don't know how realistic it would be. Is that we stop kind of with the minis, and if we can kind of get like a decent run, like just a run.
Mm.
So you have a writer on for, and I know we had that with Ed Brisson, and it was cut into sixes, but like, yeah, it'd be good to just have like a regular run, and then you have a writer just be able to flesh out, 24 issues without having to make it. And I know this is modern comics, but without having to make it like a standalone 6-issue every time.
Right. For trade paperback release.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just
Yeah.
kind of I miss the long span stories. But anyway, that only happens, I guess, with Spider-Mans and your Supermans and X-Men's, I guess. But yeah, anyway,
Yeah.
that's what I would love to see.
I like that idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
When's the last time we had an ongoing Predator
I know.
series? Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think we ever have.
No,
I think we're due for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah, you're
about
right.
time.
They are.
It's been what, like
Yeah.
40 years or
You're right. It has always been, which is I mean, but the thing is that like the lore is expanding so much right now, and Trachtenberg is doing that as well. That I think it's bursting at the seams now, where it's not just like a quick shot, a quick fire story, and that's all the Predator can do. As you say, like it can expand a bit more. We can start looking at, and this is the good thing about, I guess these movies coming up. We do start to get more lore, from what I've heard coming in. So
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
So
excited. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't have to go full Star Wars, but like a
No,
little bit
no.
more world expanding, I think would be a lot of fun, especially
Yes.
in
Yeah.
like a bigger capacity
Yeah.
than like a short story or like an anthology story or something like movies and stuff. And I think that's what's so exciting about Badlands coming up,
Yeah.
because it seems like maybe we'll get a little bit of that in like an actual movie,
Yeah.
Definitely.
Totally agree. Speaking of which, I don't know. Do you want to? I was going to go in chronological, but do
yeah,
you
we
want to
can
hit?
stick with chronological order. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to jump. Well, let's have a look now. I've got the clip for Killer of Killers. So this is coming out very soon. Time of recording is the end of May. It's coming out early June, right? So
Yes, June 6th.
in a week or something. That's crazy.
Hulu.
That's
On
right.
Hulu.
Yes.
Yes. So you guys have got Hulu. You guys ready?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Got
I'm
it all
so
ready
excited.
to go.
All right. Well, here it is again. Podcast listeners, you can hear it, but let's have a look for those watching the video. A little refresher on Killer of Killers.
enough now. It's time I tell you about the monster. We must kill it, or it will kill us all.
So excited! That looks
love it.
awesome.
Cool is that?
Yes.
So what? Yeah, I mean, what are you most looking forward to? So with Justin, like with this, like what is kind of made you kind of sit up and take notice of this?
I think the aerial dogfight. I think
Yeah.
what is it, World War II or
Yeah.
what?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
that
I'm
looks
coming-
solidly World War II for sure.
Yeah,
World War
I think that looks amazing. Yeah,
Oh, it's
that
so
looks
good.
good.
How about you, Sparky?
That one for sure looks cool. I mean, I feel like it's kind of a basic answer, but like Samurai versus Predator, that sounds
Oh
awesome.
yeah,
We've
definitely.
been
That was my
wanting that
second
more of
choice.
that
Like,
since
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
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 I think also like what's funny to me as a fan who's been reading a lot of the anthologies and stuff, there are so many like visual things in that trailer that evoke the stories from the anthologies.
Nice.
With like
Mhm.
the like they look kind of like I can't tell if they're um like Saxons or if they're like Nordic, some sort of
Oh,
like
yeah.
Norse,
Mhm.
maybe
Mhm.
from like England or the Nordic countries, Vikings, I guess. Maybe visually, I'm really not great with my Northern European history, but there's been an anthology story about like Vikings versus Predator, and it looks like there's again the World War II aerial dogfight looks cool, samurai. Some of those visuals they kind of look like things we've seen a little bit of in the anthology. So I'm actually looking forward to like how is this going to be different? You know, these stories that they're doing. How it
Yeah.
like will it have the same kind of story beats or is it going to be something entirely different from what I've read before? So yeah, I'm really excited for the whole thing. It's a film, right? Like an animated
Yeah, it's a film. I
film.
thought it was a series, but yeah, it's one film with the 3 stories intertwined or just told.
I
Yeah,
love that.
yeah. Look, Sparky, I look at it a slightly different way, in the sense that yeah, I mean it does liken itself to a lot of the stuff you do see in the comics and in the but I'm hoping then that anyone who's like a casual Predator fan that will see this and enjoy the film will want to maybe kind of recapture that and to find it elsewhere, like in the comics. And I think so. I think
Yeah.
it's so I think it's great that it's like, okay, well, I really love this story about World War II and the Predator, and then they can actually find old stories like of Predator in the
Oh yeah,
comics.
for sure.
Yeah,
Sorry, I didn't
and
mean to imply that there was a negative about it or
oh no,
anything. But
no, just from the other
yeah,
side of
right. No, you're absolutely right. I think that's a really
yeah.
great point. Where I, as someone who has read those stories, I'm looking at it with like a comparative
Oh
lens.
yeah, of course.
A new person, that's something they've never seen before. And of course,
Mhm.
if they're interested in it, they're going to be excited. They're going to want to read more.
Mhm.
They'll be like, oh, there's books now. Let me check those out. And they'll find those stories there,
Yeah.
which I'm sure they'll love because they're all awesome.
Oh,
And
definitely. Yeah.
yeah, I'm just excited to anytime there's like a new movie, especially in comic books, for example, in like the comic book industry,
Yeah.
if there's a character you really like, I saw this myself with Moon Knight. There's a character that you really like, but that he just doesn't seem to get as much love. as you
Mm,
know that he has potential,
Should.
you know.
Yes.
And it takes that thing, it takes that show or that
Mm.
movie to just catapult the character
Yes.
up. And when it happens, you're like, yes, I knew it.
Yeah.
Validation. But
Yeah.
also,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
now everyone gets to see what I've been enjoying,
Yeah.
you know?
You
Like,
get to
you'll
Like
get
you're
share.
to
letting
see
them
it.
in on a secret that
Yeah. You get to
absolutely.
share this
exactly.
thing that you really love. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
Absolutely.
super excited. I hope these do very well and
Yeah.
that they bring in more fans. I think it's
Me
awesome.
too.
I hope so too, and I hope it does bridge the gap a little with with people maybe checking out the comics as well, because they're severely underrated. And we know that Predators started out in the cinema, but the comics and not even the comics and the novelizations are fantastic. So, listeners, you probably all know this, but for those who are just kind of starting out with Predator, definitely urge you to check it out. I wanted to say with that, the Killer of Killers, what I read about it as well, what I really enjoyed was the fact it reads, I think it says something like 3 of the ultimate like warriors or the best of the best, they get approached by the Predator, because we know the Predators like to hunt worthy praise. I definitely see that with the mother and the son, the Norse or the Viking aspect of it. To me, like looking at her, because she's teaching him, right? Looks like she's on top of her game. So I just get so excited for the eventual head-to-head when she meets up with the Predator.
Yeah.
But for the other two, for me, it looks like they're more circumstantial. I don't know. I mean, and I can't wait to see how this is shown in the movie, because the World War II pilot, like he might be a gun pilot, right? But he's never, he's a pilot. He's not like hand-to-hand, known for hand-to-hand. So for me, it looks like it's circumstantial that he's kind of like pitted against the Predator, and he uses his wits pretty much like a lot of the protagonists. And similar with the samurai, just looking at those, that preview again, like his facial expressions and stuff, like he's like being in pursuit of this Predator. And so he's kind of got that kind of vulnerability of being unsure. But just because they described it as 3 of the ultimate warriors, I'm just wondering, be interesting to see how different each of the 3 protagonists are with each other. But for me, certainly the female warrior, she seems like she's the I don't know, for want of a better term, she's the Arnie like of the 3, where she knows exactly what to do. She's totally prepared. And so I'm excited to see how these 3 characters are fleshed out. I think that's really
absolutely
good. Me too.
Yeah. Okay, so also as well, we've got the other one, the big one towards the end of the year. This one, is it December?
November, I think.
November. Yeah, Badlands.
Yeah, November 7th.
November 7th. Okay, lock it in. We should have like a watch party or something. I don't know.
We should. I would love that.
I know. I'm
love
so excited.
Let's have a listen or a look at this trailer.
I didn't think you survived. You're hunting something that can't be killed.
Oh man,
It's so
I got
good.
chills.
so excited.
I love that. Yeah.
Look, there is so much to unpack in this trailer. We probably can't do it justice because there's so many elements there. There's so much discussion, there's controversy with it, everything like that. But Sparky, your take on it, what are you most excited for? If anything, are you hesitant or wary of anything?
Well, I am wary of bad faith fandom discourse. But other than that, for the movie itself, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I think the big thing that people pointed out in the trailer when it was released
Mhm.
was I'm so sorry, I forget I'm not really well versed in like the alien side of things. Are they synthetics or
Oh yeah.
androids?
Oh yeah. And artificial human, I think Bishop said. I prefer the
Yeah.
term.
That's fair. I respect it. Artificial human. It seems like one of the main characters, played by, is it Elle Fanning? Is the
Elle Fanning,
actress's
yeah.
name? Yeah. She seems to be an artificial human named
Yes.
Thea, I think. And you can see
Hmm.
the Wayland's Yutani logo in
Yeah.
her eyes, which I
You know.
think
That's
Yeah.
so
is
crazy.
so
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, what a
I
great
love
She is
it.
like
like,
detail.
Yeah.
yeah.
The main predator, I think the angle is that he's like a smaller,
Mhm.
not he's like something of an outcast, for kind of being like a runt.
Mhm.
I think that's a really great angle. It makes him instantly an underdog. We
Yes.
love those.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
also, interestingly enough, this I tried to listen really hard every time I've seen the trailer. I'm like really trying to pay attention. I think we can hear the Yautja language in the song in the trailer.
Oh,
And
Oh,
I could swear I hear them actually say the word Yautja
oh,
really?
really?
in the singing.
Oh,
Yeah, I could pick it up. And
I'm
so
gonna
I
have
think,
to have a listen. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
if you guys listen to the singing and you can hear words, and
Oh, that's so
I
cool.
swear I hear that name Yautja in there. They
Yeah.
say it. And if that's
Wow.
true, then that means that this is like the first time, as far as I
Yeah.
can recall, the first time they've actually said that word
Yeah.
in one of
That
the movies.
Oh, that's so cool.
that
Yeah.
ties it in. That is really great. That kind of
I
really
love
ties
Yeah.
it
that.
in, because that has
Yeah.
been a pinch point, hasn't it? Like with
Right. There
fans.
are some
It's never
fans
been, yeah.
that like
Yeah.
really like they don't like the word and they
Mm,
don't want to focus on it, and certain
yeah.
like books and novels either will bring it up or they won't touch on it. I know there was a really great AVP book a while back, or that trilogy, where it was kind of implied that like some people call them Yautja, but not all the Yautja call themselves that.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
character who's like, "Oh, I people still call us that. I forgot about that," which I thought was really interesting. But yeah, it kind of like I like it when they make decisions.
Yes.
Like the
Yeah.
creative teams when they're like, "Okay, we're using this word."
Yeah.
I like having something solid, so that's
Yeah.
very exciting.
Well, speaking of that as well, they did employ the folks that established, I can't remember, the language for Avatar, or actually
Oh,
created the language for, I think it was, I can't remember, Lord of the Rings or Avatar or maybe Star Wars, but they're actually actively forming a Yaotian language. Like,
ooh, I love it.
That's
and
very exciting.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they did say, oh, look, in the past, whenever you hear the Yautja talking, it's actually all gibberish because no one really cared what sounds it was making. So they're,
Yeah.
they're actually trying to put some science behind it, and they're actually going to try and form an actual official language. So
That's
I think that ties in with them including Yautja. Like maybe they're just like, okay, hey, we've got to address this. Let's put it in the language. So
yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
awesome. I'm super excited about that.
Yeah, me too.
yeah. How
So
about you, Justin?
I,
What was a big takeaway for you for this
I
time?
I'm happy that it's kind of in a futuristic setting,
Mm.
which is a nice parallel from or a nice
Pray, yeah,
counterpoint from Prey.
yeah,
Kind of,
Yeah, good
yeah,
point. That's great.
yeah. I really like that. And just how action packed it looks.
oh,
Like we have all these different. I mean, of course, in a trailer they're going to show a lot of action and stuff, but I kind of get the feeling in my gizzard that this is going to be like a really action packed, edge of your seat, like white knuckle nail biting, suspenseful film.
yeah.
Oh, I sure hope
Yeah,
so.
I,
That
I
yeah,
sounds
think so.
like a good time.
And I mean, we know like Trachtenberg's, I think, it's got a proven record with how he can handle films. So the fact that he's behind the helm for both of Killer of Killers and Badlands, I think is very cool for that kind of consistency. Killer of Killers looks like it's absolutely action-packed. I can't wait. Badlands as well. I just wanted to make the point that, a lot of fans enjoy Predator because of like the mystery of the character and like how it's just a silent killer. I think, and I truly believe that you can only take that so far, right? So the moment that you do, and the moment that you do start expanding the universe, because you can't just keep telling the same old stories,
Right.
things are going to become more elaborate, right? And that's kind of very counterintuitive to what fans want if they just want this mysterious kind of silent figure. So I think there's a lot of maybe managing those expectations for fans that we are getting. Like you saw those vines or something towards the end of that trailer shooting out. We're getting weird and wacky stuff. We're crossing over
the alien planet.
Yeah, the spikes
Is
coming
a
out
character
of that.
too. It seems.
Yeah,
Cool.
the fruit. What I loved was, I don't know what it is, an elder, that the really white predator you see with the big headpiece, and it's got that fiery sword, and I think it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I really can't wait to see that kind of fleshed out. So we're starting to get like the structure, the fabric of their society, at least shown more in film, and that's very exciting for me.
It's so exciting.
Yeah, I mean, there's all you touched upon it, Sparky, all the controversies that come with it. But let's just remember, we're getting more Predator stuff, right? And I'm sure if there was the internet back in 1987 and Predator came out, I'm sure that would have been picked apart, and would have been criticized for something or other.
Absolutely.
But it's now a classic. So let's just enjoy what we're given.
That's right.
Actually, you're fine if you don't like it. That's fine as well. I don't want to.
Absolutely.
Sure. It's kind of like the Star Wars films. Like, you don't have to like them all. You can just like the original ones. You can like all 9 of them, or you can just like 6 of them. You're not bound to like all of them for whatever reason.
Yeah. But I think, sorry, Justin.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, but I think by negatively kind of broadcasting, if you're negative about it, all that does is prevent any further material, especially in the film.
Right. Absolutely.
Yes. And there's already enough negativity in the world. We don't need more.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah. Exactly. Absolutely.
Well, but I was thinking, I was going to run this idea by you guys.
Mm-hmm.
If these films get to be popular and they start doing more Predator films, how would you guys feel about seeing a film that goes way back to the time of the Hish, and when they were subjugated by the Amengi?
Yes, the origin story.
Yes, and there was the bloody slave uprising led by Kali.
Yes,
who became the big figure. Like, I would love to see that in a movie. I think that'd be epic.
Yeah, that would be incredible.
I'd love to see it in a series, as opposed only that you've got more landscape.
True. No, you're right.
You know what? Let's split it down the middle.
Yes,
anime.
We'll
How about
animated series? Yes, perfect.
Specifically, because I'm still sad we never got the AVP anime or whatever.
Oh, I know.
So I'm like, there's something about obviously, as we've seen, Western animation can be incredible, and I'm super excited for new projects up ahead. But I'm telling you, there's something about Japanese anime when it comes to storyboarding and the action and the stylized fight sequences. I feel like that would be perfect for Predator.
Totally.
I would love that.
I'd definitely love that.
In my head now.
I'd extend that out to the Xenomorphs as well. I know we're a Predator podcast, but I could see that definitely happening.
Definitely.
But so we've got exciting things coming up ahead. We've got plenty to talk about amongst the HOTU clan coming up. So again, June 6th is the next thing up on offer. Actually, sorry, instead of that, Predator and Spider-Man. Issue 2 is already out. Go check it out.
That's right.
Yes.
Then June we have Killer of Killers. Sparky, you're right on the money with all the dates. Then we November 7 and August is Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, and then we have November 7 Badlands. I really hope it does well in the box office.
That's
Me
my year
too.
sorted. You know,
Yeah,
Yes,
all set.
it's going to be a good year for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any other final notes or comments you guys want to make? Have we forgotten anything? I think we relied on Russell for the action figures. I don't think there have been any releases.
I bet there will be some closer to the film's release.
Yeah.
I
Oh
bet
yeah,
you'll see a
for
lot
sure.
more.
I bet they'll be
Yeah.
all over that, which is
Yeah, totally.
very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping whatever people want to enjoy, be it the shows or the comics or the movies or action figures, I just hope that fans know to like just show up, you know? Like
Mhm.
put your money where your mouth is if you want
Yeah.
more of something. Like go see the movie, buy the ticket and actually physically be there. I know I know people are struggling. I know it's really
Mhm.
hard, but if you can, try to really support it in like
Mhm.
all those really meaningful, legitimate ways because that's
Mhm.
going to show the studios and the creators that like there's the demand, you know.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's
just-
grassroots, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
grassroots. You've got to
Yeah.
start there if you want to show your support.
Yeah. And on that
And-
same token, on Killer of Killers, like also you know if you like it on the first watch, go back and watch it again because
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
how Prey became such a success. That was
It's true.
released just on streaming on Hulu, and because
Mhm.
people went back and rewatched it so many times, it became a huge success, and that's what led to this sequel. So yeah,
Absolutely.
keep on watching it, even if it's on streaming. Just
Yeah.
keep on watching it. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a feeling people will be watching it multiple times when it's in streaming. Which I think bodes really well for it all. And the same token, comics. If you're not a comic book reader, consider maybe picking up the Predator one.
Yeah.
You may find a whole new world in comic books. They're
That's
really
right.
fantastic way of storytelling. Also, as well, I mean, while we're here, the novelizations, I still can't get out of my head. The
And the
fantastic
board games. We got board games too.
board
Get some action
games as
figures,
well.
t-shirts.
We've got it all.
We've got it all. Yeah. No, but essentially, I think that I had a look. There unfortunately aren't any other releases of the novels as yet.
No
But,
new
you know,
anthologies, but I
yeah.
bet there will be because remember when Prey came out, there was a huge deluge of material,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it was great.
and I
Yeah.
think we're going to see the same thing probably as we get towards the fall with the release of Badlands.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Let's hope that's good. Well, yeah. So, listeners, also a huge thank you for listening. Anyway, about for
Yeah.
sticking with us. It's always great to chat with you guys, Sparky and
Yes.
Justin. Like,
Yeah, super fun.
it's always fun. Talk
Absolutely.
Predator.
Yeah.
Let us know like your thoughts as well on the Facebook page. What you think? Comments on the YouTube channel. Always happy to hear what you guys think of the upcoming, the plethora of stuff we have coming up. So always keen.
Feast of stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. With that, Sparky, a huge thank you for coming
Thank
on.
you very much, as always. Thanks for always organizing these, and I'm
Yes,
really
thank you.
excited to be talking to you guys
Yeah.
again and more often.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've got to tap you on the shoulder for those comics as well, and Justin as well. Obviously, when the movies come out, we've got to have a sit down and have a discuss as well. But
should our next episode be talking about Killer of Killers?
I think so.
Where that's the
Yeah, I
next.
think that's the next target.
Yeah.
That is the next target. Killer of Killers. Yeah. So please, people, get your comments in. Would love to hear them. But yeah, we'll be talking about it for sure. I'm
Yes.
certain. Justin, a huge thanks as well.
Yes,
It's always
thank you. Yeah.
it's always fantastic.
fun.
I'm glad the walls haven't caved in this time. I'm glad the technical stuff has worked. Sparky,
Yeah.
your connection is good, so that's all good.
Excellent. It all worked out.
It all worked out. All right, well, that's it from us. Thanks for listening, everybody, and as always,
Remember, shit
shit
happens.
happens. See you later.
We'll get it. Oh man.